you're watching this video because you got a little one that needs a bicycle, but you want to get him a cool bike. Today, we're going to do an explain and review on the GT Grunge. So like always, I'm going to tell you everything about this 12-inch GT Grunge, from how it's made to what comes on it and does it fit your child. So yeah, let me know if you like this way I'm doing the videos. If you want to see other content that I create, head over to Instagram and check us out at Stack BMX Shop. And yeah, let's get to it. Let's talk about this bike. Let's see if your child can fit in this bike and if this bike is perfect for you. Just to give you the heads up, the Grunge and the Siren are the same style bicycle. One's a female style bike and one's a male. The Siren has a little bit different top tube, which slants down a little bit more, making it look like a female style frame, and it comes in more feminine colors, whereas the Grunge is more of a boy style frame, and it comes in more of the masculine colors. So let's get to it. Let's start at the beginning. And the first thing I notice is these little tiny GT grips. Notice they're so small that my hand completely covers them. You don't even know it has grips on there. Doesn't even look like it has grips because they're so small, but they are perfect for the little guy's hands. The reason why they're a little bit better than a lot of the other grips is mainly because how thick they are. See how thin this grip area is? This handlebar is 7/8 of an inch thick. These grips are barely thicker than the handlebar. Pay attention, because our hands are really big. We can grab something very large like that, but if it's a little child, their hands don't make that big of circle. So these things help them out extremely amount. Also too, they got a really small flange, but it's not super big to cause them problems if they're grabbing the handlebar weird or anything like that. And remember, when you grab a bicycle, there's only one part of your body that actually touches the bike, and that's your hands. So this is very important for them to have a nice feel and a nice grip. What I also noticed is that it's got these little bar end, little bash plug things on here. These are cool because it actually serves as two different things, maybe even three. One is it keeps the kids' hands on the handle grip. Let's say they get kind of crazy and they let their hand loose a little bit, their hand will stay on because it's got this large flange. Another thing is it protects the end of the handlebar, as well as bodily injury from the end of the handlebar. If they crash, it hits them, and this thing kind of gives them a little bump stop and protects them. So I think that's pretty cool. Going to the front of the bike, it comes with this number plate. The number plate is removable. You can take it off if you like. It also has a crossbar pad on it. It's got these little bars with the little width and stuff like that. It is a 7/8 clamp, and it's got this little mini stem right here. This is a quill style stem. It's got a little bolt on the top, 2 bolts on the front. Alloy stem, so it's still pretty light. It's got a threaded press in headset, so I believe that thing is 21-inch headset. It might even be smaller than that. Going down to the fork, it's got a really nice pushed out fork. Instead of making the rake on the dropout, they pushed the forks forward a little bit and made the dropout straight, just so it looks a little bit better for the little guys and stuff like that. It's got a pretty grippy tire on here. This thing is a 12x2.25, pretty normal size tire. It's got a dual tread, so if you want to ride it on the street, it'll roll smooth, and if you ride in the dirt, it's got these knobbies to grip really good. I noticed that it's got grip all the way to the sides, so if your little guy leans over, which he probably will, because kids don't really know what they're doing yet, this tire will still grip and keep them on the road. Going to the front rim, I noticed it has alloy rim. This is a single wall wheel. It has, let me see, 16 spoke hold rim and hub. The hub is a steel unsealed hub. See if I can get a better glance at it. Yep, a steel unsealed hub. Little guys don't really need a crazy hub because they're just beginning. So I think that's really nice. Going to the frame, this thing's got a 6061 aluminum frame. It's got some really nice graphics on here. You cannot remove the stickers. These are actually clear coated over the bike. It's got a pretty cool grunge font right there with this little graphic on the side. Got the GT on here. This color is amazing. It comes in this metallic blue. This blue looks phenomenal. If you're a GT fan, this definitely looks like a lot of the GTs and looks amazing. What I like about this bike is that it's got this little curved down tube and this little curved top tube with the chainstays, and it just gives it this cool little style. Going to the chainstay, it's got a nice heavy duty aluminum chainstay. It's got a pretty big dropout right here, so you can slide the wheel forward and backwards. It just looks really sweet. Seat tube kind of slides down in between and just gives it this unique, cool looking bike look. Going up to the seat, it's got this little Uno style seat, really small, really flat. It's a combo seat, so you can't change the seat out or anything like that, but it's positioned in a nice flat area where the kid could sit on it and they'll lock themselves in on it. This looks like a 25.4 seat post. I'm pretty sure it is. Check the specs to double check, but I'm pretty sure it is. It's got a nice alloy seat clamp on it, super light. What it also has is this little rear fender. This thing makes it look really moto. Looks pretty cool. You can remove that if you don't like that. You can remove all the other stuff if you don't like it. We did on a couple other bikes and it looked pretty cool, along with like the chainstays. Yes, these are probably for safety, but if you don't like them, you're always more than welcome to do it on your own, and it just makes the bike look more like a BMX bike. Going down to the cranks, we have obviously the chain guard again, and then we got a small steel sprocket with some really short one-piece cranks on it. It's got some plastic pedals on it, pretty generic. Going to the back wheel, you got the same tire, rim, spokes, and you got a coaster brake rear wheel on there. I mean rear hub, and the hub is steel. So traditionally when you're pedaling backwards, it hits the brake. When you pedal forward, it goes. You can actually make this a free coaster. Check out one of our videos right there. It'll show you how to turn this coaster brake into a free coaster, but you probably want to put some brakes on it if your kid isn't very skilled. But if you don't want to, you could turn it into free coaster if he shreds. But hopefully that helps you out. Another thing is, it's not pictured right here, but it does come with training wheels. Right here you can mount them on. We don't mount them on just because we think the bike looks cooler and this is in our storefront. But it comes with training wheels. Don't have to purchase them separate. But overall, if you want a bike for your child, this is going to fit somebody that is the ages between 1 and 3. If they're 4 years old and they're really, really short for their age, they might fit on this, but you're going to have to make that decision as the parent. Overall, I think this is a really dope bike. We stock them at our storefront because it's such a cool bike. If you're looking for a 12-inch bike at a reasonable cost that is able to jump jumps, go to the skate park, get your kid rolling, definitely think about picking up this grunge, or this 12-inch GT Grunge from stackbmx.com, so I could keep doing these videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.